And I'm back. Hey, as I said before, I'm kind of new at this video blogging, and probably nobody's going to watch these anyways. But in case you do, I know I haven't been looking at that light up there. Oddly enough, I'm somebody with an experience in broadcast, I should know to look at that. However, I'm not also used to seeing my image over here, and then I have to try to figure out how to get which side works. I'll figure it out. I could beat this. New technology. So, what were we talking about? Peter Gabriel. Maybe I should explain briefly. I'm a big Peter Gabriel fan. Of course, I heard Shock the Monkey. I was in my maybe 12 or 13, maybe 14. I don't remember. I was young, kind of at that impressionable age when I heard Shock the Monkey, and I thought it was a really cool song. All my family, all my friends thought, man, that guy's weird. And I saw the video, and I said, wow, that guy is weird. I love it. So, and then somewhere shortly after that, I discovered Yes and Genesis and kind of these progressive bands that were still producing music in the 80s, early 80s, and really enjoyed. There's a lot of aspects about those bands I really enjoy and still enjoy. So then I had heard that Peter Gabriel was once in the band Genesis. Now this is before the internet, it's before YouTube, where you could go and listen to some of the stuff. Most of it was out of print or hard to find, so I didn't hear it. But about the same time, So came out. And So was a massive hit. And I loved it. I loved everything about it. I thought it had great songs. I thought there was a lot of pop music, but at the same time, it was pop music made by smart people. And I think that's a good combination. Because after all, most artists who write music like to be tuneful. But why don't you sing about something smart? Or cleverly sing about something stupid, like Big Time. So, from that point on, I followed Peter's career and, of course, worked my way back through his albums. And I really didn't get into his videos. I mean, besides his YouTube ones. Except I had Secret World Live on VHS, and I thought it was okay. But now that we have Blu-ray and DVD, I don't know, I think both formats just really help the music concert video in ways that VHS just couldn't do. One, the picture and sound are better, of course. Maybe that's one and two. But also, there's a certain malleable quality to a DVD. You can pick out what songs you really like. You don't have to hit the fast forward button. And you can have special features and backstage information and all that kind of stuff. I have talked forever and I haven't even shown you what I want to talk about. Now I'm sure you read down below. So this is the Blu-ray of Peter Gabriel's New Blood, live in London. Now, I have very mixed feelings about this concert. On a technical aspect, like other Peter Gabriel concerts, this is state-of-the-art in the technology used, in the sound, the picture, everything. It was actually filmed in 3D, which means they use 3D cameras, not, like they do a lot of Hollywood movies, they do it afterward, make something completely artificial. This, however, is not the 3D version. I do not have the equipment for such flights of technological fancy. So, first off, I have a few prejudices that I need to bring to the table. The number one being, I hate combining rock bands with orchestras. It just never works. Moody Blues' Days of Future Past is a bad album. It's a horrible album with the orchestra. Yes, tried to copy that with Time and a Word, which has a few good songs on it. But again, the orchestra is just overbearing and out of place. It's not what progressive rock really is about. It's about being a rock band, but you have the skills and the chops to infuse more complex elements and themes into your music. Well, at least that's my definition. And then, there's more. And there's really been a habit lately of older artists and bands, Deep Purple, for example, and the Moody Blues again, to bring orchestras into their concerts. And Emerson, Lake and Palmer, of course, did it in the 70s. And, well, I don't even want to talk about that. So, I kind of come in with that prejudice. It's like, oh my goodness, Peter Gabriel and an orchestra. This is not progressive music. This is whatever the opposite of progressive. Regressive rock, but it's not rock. But there are interesting aspects to this. One is, it is Peter Gabriel, and his songs are rearranged for an orchestra. There's no rock band back there, you know, going boom, 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 boom. You know, no electric guitar wailing over here, no keyboard wizard, you know, none of that exists. It really is an orchestra, and the arrangements are pretty skillfully done. But, and let's talk about the good. It starts off with Intruder, which sounds incredibly creepy with an orchestra. And then he goes into Wallflower, one of my favorite Peter Gabriel songs. Certainly one of my favorite slow songs by his. And there's just beautiful background vocals. And that's a song that lends itself naturally to having an orchestra. He gets into some of his Scratch My Back music. Après Moi. How about I pronounce it like an American pronounces it? Après moi. I think Après moi. It's close, huh? I really like that song, and I like the original. The original is kind of really folky yet harsh. I don't know how to explain it, but it's a good song. And the Book of Love is good, even though it's a little bit of a snooze fest on this. But I do like his version of Book of Love, and he does dig into some of his older music, San Jacinto, Biko. And then he gets into, and he does Salisbury Hill, the obligatory Salisbury Hill, and even he's admitted in one of his liner notes that he has to put it in there. I don't think he does, but all right, it's there. And then, you know, music from Us and So, and Up, quite a few tracks from Up. He does a version of Rhythm of the Heat in here, which is really the one that I loved. It just really builds up, and hearing an orchestra do what is essentially a percussion piece is dramatic. Now, that said, the concert's kind of dull. It's long. There's a few pieces I really like. There's a lot of pieces I just struggle to get through. Maybe that's just me. My prejudices. I hate those rock bands that use orchestras. It's still a fine concert, and if you're the PBS crowd that likes your music with absolutely no rock in it and no controversy and anti-punk, well, this is probably perfect for you. I respect the man's ambitions. I wish he would do something original within the next couple decades before I die. But and I do have a fondness. I do have a particular fondness for this. You know, you like I said with that prejudice. You know, you bring your own baggage to a concert video or any song. And my son is in his high school orchestra, plays violin, and he just absolutely loves this concert. So I do kind of like appreciate his enthusiasm of it. I understand that. So it's still a good concert. It's a little bit, I don't know, old sounding, and much better than other examples of old farts reliving their glory, trying to relive their glory days. Oh, that's coming soon, by the way. So again, thanks for listening. Damn, 9 minutes talking about this crap. You're all quit. You're all off doing something. You're watching whatever Kim Kardashian is doing. Hey, peace out.